Welcome back to the show. We always love to have you on. You look sharp as always, bud.
I'm a banker today.
No way. You're sharp. You look like a stud. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You too, man.
Are you going back to Detroit for Thanksgiving? Is that where you...
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
We allow one person from Detroit in every audience. They can be as loud as they want. Yeah.
It's a big family. It'll be 20, this year we got 26 of us at my mom's in a rest home, so we all see her, and then we go to the Lions game. We've been doing it for years. I don't want to bring it up because Sunday was not a good day. I'm also a Giants fan because I was a kid. I got a note from Y.A. Tittle when I was a little kid.
Was that right?
Yeah, so I was a big Giants fan, and Sunday... The Lions are a great team this year, better than ever. 57 was the last time they won, and I've been with these losers for so long. Well, it's tough to be with winners. It's easier to be a loser.
Yeah.
You know, the team was easy because you know you're a bad team when you're going, that was a good punt. Wow.
That's really funny.
That was
a good 50 yards, 60 yards.
That was right there.
Wow, right down the middle.
You don't see punts like that. You know?
We have a lot to discuss. Tim Allen, now that I have you here, the Toy Story 5 teaser trailer just got everyone excited. It looks great again. Another great one, and it just wrapped the movie on Friday.
I wrapped on Friday, which is corresponding. I went and saw Hanks is in a play here at the Shed.
Oh, yeah.
And he's done it, so I came to say hi to him. And it was a sad day because it's like a movie. They go, Tim's wrapped for the movie, and people clap, and they just go, okay, that's it. Thanks, Tim. And that was... I said, thanks. He goes, your part's done.
You're by yourself in a booth.
In a booth. Well, there's like 8 people behind a window. And
they don't clap or they just
nothing. Just say, thanks very much.
Okay,
good,
buddy,
good. Get out.
The Uber's waiting for you, bud.
We shoot, I do it at Disney Studios in L.A., and then Pixar has the other end of it.
That's
and
amazing.
It's an amazing experience. That story's been so much a part of my life with that character, and I said, and Tom and I become really close friends because of that.
Oh, good.
And I'll tell you this, 5, they did it. You know, you get a lot of critics, you know, can you do 5? You're supposed to do 5, you know, into the Terminator thing and the, Alien.
How many can you do?
How many can you do? Prequel.
This one looks good.
It's very clever. It's really, really clever.
Well, I love it because I think what I've seen from the teaser trailer, it's about what my kids are kind of going through. It's like toys are become obsolete. Now you have your little screen.
That's what this is all about. Play with the toy again. And we do it, and we're not shoving it in people's
I'm
faces.
already crying about this. I'm already losing it. I cried in the third one. I thought that was the end of it. I go, no. That was the greatest movie I've ever seen.
That was the greatest movie
in my lifetime.
In my life.
I love Toy Story 3.
This is so cool. It's Jessie's story. It's about Jessie. She's in trouble, so Woody and I have to go find her, Fabric cowboy that's balding. It's really funny because he's got a little bald spot now, and I just burnt. Oh, good. I don't know how a toy can have a bald spot, but it does.
Hey, God, it had. Something I wanted to ask you about recently went viral. That a woman used the following prompt on her Hinge profile. Okay, she said, "I get along best with people who can do an impression of the Tim Allen grunt from Home Improvement." Okay. This is what she put on her Hinge profile looking for someone to date, and she posted some of the responses on TikTok. Take a look at this. You should have released the song.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's odd hearing them back to back.
Well, it's horrible hearing them back to back, actually, because it's not that difficult. It was my new song. I remember a long time ago, Bob Seger from Detroit saw me in concert, and he said, "You put butts in the seats, you own it. But you got to get a hook, something that people remember." And I even started doing these corporate gigs, and nobody in this room, it was for Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, a bunch of drunk guys eating steaks, and all I see the back of them, and they're not doing anything. No. All I hear is and it was it's like Thanksgiving at my house. There's 7 boys and 2 girls in my family, and men, when they're eating, don't speak. They just point and go, no, the salt. No, salt. Yeah. So I started doing that, and it became a huge deal. The reason I laughed at it is because when you wrote it on Home Improvement, somebody had to write it.
Of course.
So, and of course,
write that.
Your O-U-G-H is O.
Oh.
No.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Teaching you how to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's a question. Oh. They're nice. Yeah.
You're asking. It's a polite question.
It's a polite question.
You're asking them, hey, do we pass the salt? And then do you grunt back? And
Well, if you understand what he said, you go, oh.
it's the greatest thing, man. It's so funny. I was reading up on you, trying to ask you the questions I haven't asked you before, and I saw that we were both altar boys.
Yes.
I was going to ask you about that. Were you a good altar boy? I was.
I'm still a Bible reader. I'm curious about all this for a variety of different reasons, but I was always going, I'm Anglican, so we'd have the bishop every now and then, and I asked the minister, I said, why does he wear a wastebasket on his head? Well, and the minister goes, what did you just say? Because you're not allowed to look at him. Because we could keep our eyes off him. I couldn't. But why does he wear a wastebasket? Where in the Bible does it say, and he shall put a wastebasket upon his head? And he'd always go, well, I think you should go down to the schoolroom. I go, well, there's nobody in there. He goes, exactly. I should go down to the schoolroom.
You go down.
But the one that killed him was when you get done with the blessing, the wine and the water, they clean out the chalice, and then they then they dump it. They put it in a sink.
Yep.
So I'm back there, and he goes, no, not that sink. There's another sink next to the regular sink that's got a piece of wood on it with a lock.
Correct.
That he has to come unlock it. This is the blessed sink. I go, ooh, time out. I didn't know,
Yeah.
And I said, so is there a blessed plumber that has to fix the blessed sink?
That got you kicked out?
He goes, let's go down to the schoolroom.
Let's go to school by yourself, yeah.
But I'll give you
were a
this.
funny kid.
The unblessed sink, the real sink that you're going to pour the wine in, it goes straight into the earth. It doesn't go to the sewer system. Because actually, there is a reason why they have two different sinks.
Oh.
Again, going through the Bible, I'm going, where's the sink part? Where do you
Yeah, I didn't get this part. But, wow, it goes right into the earth.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. Oh,
yeah. Well, it's,
You're one of my favorite stand-ups. You're doing stand-ups comedy all over the country. I want to mention Boise, Idaho, January 10th at the Morrison Center.
Yeah.
And February 7th in Stockton, California, the Bob Hope Theater.
Yeah.
Isn't
that wild? That's wild.
Isn't that wild? Do you still love doing stand-up?
I learned it. I did the Fox Theater. I saw Pryor when I was in college, and it changed my life. I'd never been that affected by anything where I was laughing so hard that I'm raising my hand like he's going to go, hey, this little white dude wants me to calm down. Is that what you want? I wanted him to slow down because he changed my life about timing and everything.
I know what you're talking about. When it's too much, you're like, my brain can't handle it. Stop talking, please.
He ended up reaching out to me later in his life. He said, of all the comics, he said, I'd like to meet you because I think you got, and it was so blessed, that whole moment, that turned it around. I'm not going to say it to my promoter. I'd probably do it for free because I enjoy what I do on stage more than anything else I do, because I'm giving joy. You're bringing people forget at least whatever they're going through for a moment. Yeah. I said, and I always go, because I got this bubble of comedy. If you love what's coming, wait till you see the next bit.
One.
And they just
it rolls like a wave.
I just love it.
That's my favorite thing to see. Congrats again on another successful sitcom, Shifting Gears. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're in its second season, and.
I'm the Tom Brady of sitcoms now.
You really are the Tom Brady of sitcoms.
Horrifying.
You're crushing it. But it's a great cast. You have Jenna Elfman with you right now, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love Jenna Elfman. And now this year, your character is dating again. Yeah.
Well, the whole idea, I said if I do another sitcom, I want to have a deal with cars. I did construction equipment with Home Improvement, and then The Last Man Standing was outdoor equipment, which I love. Yeah. Now I have a hot rod shop, and I build custom hot rods, which we do. And then I wanted to have my wife, unfortunately, recently passed away, so I deal with grief. I thought that was interesting for me. And then they said, it's been 2 years, we'd like you to have a romantic relationship. And I said, okay. It makes it more interesting. They brought up Jenna, and I know Jenna, and I did a movie with her. And they said, well, she kind of looks a little young for me. And they go, no, they're BSing me. No, you play a lot younger, on TV. You look pretty good, Yeah. I get it, do a scene with her. All the scenes are me, people mistaking her for my daughter.
That's so funny. But you do have some good chemistry.
Oh, yeah. She's a great person, and they said she's
funny.
Sells it.
She's funny. Oh, my God. I want to show a clip. Here's the great Tim Allen in Shifting Gears. Look at this.
How can I help you?
Who do I complain to about all of this?
He means he's here to renew this.
Oh, I understand. He just needs a little extra help. Mr. Parker, you need to retake your driving exam.
What?
You need to retake your driving exam!
Why does he need to retake his driver's exam?
Because that's what it says right here on the computer.
What?
Because that's what it says right here on the computer!
Come on now. Tim Allen, everybody. Shifting Gears airs Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on ABC. Streams the next day on Hulu. We'll be right back with Lily Reinhardt. Stick around, everybody.